Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 11 of Direwolf20's Server Play series. Hanging out with Soaryn and Rorax and a whole bunch of other people as usual on Forgecraft. This season of Forgecraft, people have actually stuck around.
I know.
I'm kinda surprised.
Weird.
Soaryn, I prepared all the things to make a wireless charger. So guess what I just made?
Wireless charger.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the other thing I'm prepared to do is upgrade the two tools that are almost completely broken and add flux capacitors on them. Maybe. They don't seem to want to go. How much total durability does this have? 2304? And this has 44 million. So I think I can only have 2 million on this thing. I thought I had more durability on him. How's this thing? This thing has total durability of... That should be able to add this upgrade. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Flux time. If I want to use that, or I could use the N-bar capacitor, which might be just fine. So maybe I'll add the flux one to something else, like, I don't know, maybe my pick or something. Maybe. So let's see. I'm going to make the flux one, yeah. I always forget until I go to add the flux thing to the tool that, like, now there's the durability comes into play.
Yeah.
There we go. So then, I'll just put this flux capacitor away, and I'm going to install our wireless charger. And it's charging. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, looking good. I'm actually going to, for now, I'm going to throw it over here, and I'm going to set this guy to export on this side. That'll just run that much faster then. And it'll probably, like, decimate our resonant energy cell, but that's fine. It'll charge our stuff a lot. Cool. What are you working on, Soaryn? I see that you've significantly increased the size of this room.
Yeah, I've kind of come under the conclusion this is going to be our temporary base. We're going to move into a void base, knowing us. So, just completely remove the idea of making this look good.
Yeah?
I'm still making things symmetrical, so I can build something similar in the void bases, but this is going to be all ore processing, stuff like that.
I see. So you're building... You don't like my ore processor?
It's good. It's good.
It works. It works just fine.
It does.
It keeps up with the Uber Quarry, which I just showed you off camera.
Yes, but I think we could do better.
How'd you like the Uber Quarry?
It looks really nice and very compact. It was awesome.
I'm going to have it run 10 iterations and get us lots of loots.
Okay, since now we have TPS, this is awesome.
Yeah, if you want to go show your stream how it runs with, like, decent TPS, you're more than welcome.
Nice.
So they can see it running, like... In a nicer way.
Rorax, stop achieving things.
Yeah, Rorax. Yeah, Soaryn's stream commented that the thing seemed slow, but at the time the server was super laggy, so
yeah.
In fairness, it was pretty slow.
It was like one mining shaft would go out, waited maybe a second, the next one would go out. It's like, what? Okay.
Yeah, it was a little painful. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this design. It worked out really well for us. So is this episode we're going to spend working on some sort of ore processing system then? You don't like mine? Mine's not fancy enough for Soaryn.
What? The ore processing? Yeah, well, it's fancy. It is really fancy. We're just going to make it better, so if we ever do expand this to, say, the other direction or all 64 blocks, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be handling it without worry.
Okay.
A quarry without worry.
Right?
I mean, I'm currently not worrying, but apparently Soaryn is.
Well, you're not worrying, but then I'm involved, so I'm amazed you're not worrying.
Yeah, Soaryn's like, you know what we need? 10 million iron ingots.
And you know what you need to do with those 10 million iron ingots? Divide by 3 so we make buckets.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do with 128 igneous extruders?
No, that was 512. Come on.
Oh.
2 layers
It's
of 16 by
much
16.
worse.
It was much worse, and now we can just use transfer nodes.
So, oh, I see. You're using some fluctuating item ducts and some opaque fluctuating item ducts.
Yeah, so the middle, we ran into a problem with the servo pushing items to the retrieval node.
Okay.
So I didn't want to have to filter anything. We already know what's in this chest.
Right.
So we shouldn't have to filter what goes in each thing. So what this will do is pull items out and put them into... Actually need to change... Oh, no, that's fixed. Okay.
You're going to put them into the
sag mills.
Okay.
And then this middle line will pull out with the retrieval... what's it called? Not node. Retriever...
Yeah, the retrieval servo.
Has no name. Okay. Retriever, I guess. Or...
Yeah.
And then just go into the AE system after that. And then after that, you'll go in, and if it needs processing with the furnaces, it'll go to this chest from the AE.
So I don't know that I've shown the retriever upgrades for thermodynamics yet, but they basically work like the retrieval nodes in extra utilities, in that this guy will look along the line at all the inventories it sees and try to pull items out of those inventories and to itself. So instead of pulling out of the chest and sending to inventories, this is going to pull out of all connected inventories into the interface. Which is awesome.
Seem to be pulling right now.
What's that?
It's not seeming to be pulling, which is a little weird. It was earlier. Oh, right. It's on the output slot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Do we have a quick battery?
Maybe. I have a flux capacitor.
There we go. So I'll put this down right here. Awesome.
Cool. So this thing will process its smooth stone into cobble, and then it should get pulled out, right?
At the center, it'll probably not appear until it gets to this pipe from the stone.
Right.
Oh. Must be.
Where's it going, Soaryn? You broke it.
It's in the interface already.
Oh, it's already there? That was fast.
It was.
Sweet.
Strange.
Cool. So yeah, I've got a flux capacitor here that's like mostly charged if you want it. Oh, it doesn't fit in there.
No.
Oh well.
I think we're fine. Thank
Cool.
you.
All right. So are we going to work on that this episode then? Is that what we're going to do?
If you like.
Okay.
We'll need sag mills, and I don't know if we can do thermal expansion furnaces, which will probably be faster in the end.
Right.
So we could do those.
Like, look
We
how
might
awesome
do
my
sag
system
mills
is.
just for
My system's cooler than your system.
your system currently works.
Yeah. I like the warp item ducts, dude. I think they are
Yeah,
cool.
that's what we're going to use over here instead of the clear ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like the sound of that. We're going to need a lot of Enderium then.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to need to go get some more Ender Pearls then.
Probably.
To the end I go, to slaughter
Whoosh.
Endermen for the next 5 or 10 minutes. I will be back when Endermen are dead. Okay, guys, we're back. And Soaryn requested that I make 8 pulverizers because he is a terrible person. Alright, I've got 8 pulverizers.
Alright, so you see where the sag mill is?
And I also made you 32 Enderium ingots, so you can have all the warp ducts you want.
Nice.
Yes, sag mill, I see.
Okay, so just take that away and then just put the pulverizers probably facing forward so that we can just red print them and copy all the configs. What? Oh.
Like this, right?
I would put it in a plus sign so you can just go ahead. So you have 2 correct placed.
Alright, I have no idea what you're saying.
I'm gonna make it on the other side over here.
Okay.
So you at least understand what's going on.
Oh, you want it like that?
Yeah, I misfired with 1.
Okay. But they should all be
So-
facing forwards like this?
All facing forward. So if we ever expand it, we can just red print one side and copy it down the line, and then red print the top, copy it down the line, and so on. So
like
it's going to
that.
be 4 different red prints. Yeah.
Okay. Looking cool. Now, do you have the pipe set to do round robin?
I do.
Nice. So when you extract from the servo, you have it in round robin mode, and we're not filtering on anything, so that doesn't matter, right?
Correct.
I'm going to run our query, and I'm going to disable the item thing that routes to the AE system.
Okay, I'm going to move your ender chest over here.
And I just crashed something. Client multi. Soaryn, why did you move my ender chest? Come on.
I was going to go ahead and move over there, see if it works.
Well, no, it's not going to work because I've got the trash can filter over here. Like, that's why I turned the resonant servo off.
Touché.
Like, see? Now all the stuff's going to go in here, and then we can test the pulverizer stuff. Because I assume that you only want ores that are getting processed to go over here, right?
Correct.
Yeah. See? This is how we test things. We don't just put the ender chest that's getting, like...
I was going to pulverize everything.
You're going to pulverize the redstone dust, and...
all the flowers
the diamonds,
pulverizing need to be gone.
and the dirt, and the stone, because that's all
And
going
the
in the trash.
things and the place and the...
This is what it's like when Soaryn is your sidekick.
You haven't even configured any of this, so hold on.
This is why, you know... Never mind. What did you want? More redstone furnaces?
Yes. Oh, redstone furnaces in general would be nice.
So 8 of them?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do 8.
You want to do 8?
Why not?
So, block containers crash you, not dupe.
Shift right click, don't place.
What now?
She's probably placing it and it assumes there's a block in it.
No, I shift right clicked and it crashed. It's an empty one.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I shift right clicked and it gave me advanced storage housing.
Yep. And notice how you made it. Didn't even relate. Weird, isn't it?
Oh, the clay is just getting here from my... See, this is why I want more warp ducts. They are cool.
Yeah.
I like warp ducts.
Yeah, but the housings aren't real.
Blame Soaryn.
Housings aren't real.
Yeah. When I shift right click. So... do I have to put something in it?
No, the advanced housings are in your... Oh, okay. Weird. I was able to actually move them the other day.
Yeah. I don't think the dupe bug exists anymore. I think it was fixed. Still buggy, but fixed.
I should go make a sludge boiler and start actually doing things with the sludge I'm producing at the tree farm. Wonder how hard it is to make that sludge boiler. Apparently not that hard.
Okay, weird.
Good. No more cheaty McCheaty.
Oh no, there's plenty of other bugs in extra cells.
Not cheaty ones, though.
Sure.
Well,
Basic
I hope
servo
you've
should be
reported
sufficient.
them.
Let's
I try! Lager Freak's nowhere to be found every time I go to the channel.
Yeah.
I hate doing GitHub posts with a mod that I can, or a modder who I can talk to straight out in IRC, because then it's just longer time to get it conversed.
Yeah. I still do it, though. Like,
Yeah. Some bugs
Oh, well.
have already been reported, and they're like still open issues.
well, that one must have been reported. Or doing it wrong.
I'm gonna real quick set up my sludge boiler to focus on getting clay for us, Soaryn.
Not allowed.
Why not?
You do what you want there. You are perfectly fine.
Will this auto output the sludge? The answer is... we'll find out in a second.
You want sludge?
To sludge.
Well, you can put sludge in a sludge boiler and it'll make like random things like dirt and stone and stuff. One of the things it makes is clay.
Horax, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Nothing. I'm at Tima's waiting for my red crystals to finish.
So you can get peat, ash, decaying wheat, sand, clay, dirt, gravel.
I
Soul
only
sand.
asked because the TPS or the TPS is
Oh, yeah,
247
look at that, it's
milliseconds. What happened to the TPS?
Blame Soaryn.
There's...
I can't because I'm the one asking, curious and confused. I can blame you for confusing, but
There's 35 buildcraft lasers trying to make red crystals right now. Maybe that's it.
Does it maybe auto output to the side? It does. Hooray. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
G.I.
winning
Joe.
the other half.
Just like stay away from the harvesters if you can for the most part.
I'm actually just making the miners because I'm seeing if they're faster than the fillers. Yeah, I realized that the harvesters and stuff, because of their advanced logic, might be fairly slow.
How much power is required for a warp duct?
For what?
For a what?
A warp duct. How much power is required?
Some.
Okay. Probably more than 8. Okay, I thought this was putting out 400 RPF. RPF? RF per tick. Wow. What?
Yes, that.
Soaryn, speak good.
I speak none. What stuff?
Soaryn does not. What? Who?
Well.
Why were there 1,146 wither skeletons active on the server at the moment?
Whoa.
That sounds like a lot of wither skeletons, doesn't it?
That just means someone's
That's-
spawning and not properly killing them.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a large number, though, isn't it?
That many loaded entities will absolutely cause TPS problems.
Yeah.
Or even cause client lag.
This is fine now. Did you just like kill all the wither skeletons?
Yeah, the basic servo is definitely basic.
But yeah, it does nearly nothing.
It only moves one. It can move 4 items at a time every 3 seconds. But we're making clay now. I'll
And
do
we
something
have-
with trash cans in a minute, guys. I just want to get back to making my redstone furnaces for Soaryn. There we go, Soaryn. I've got 8 redstone furnaces for you, and I assume you want them over here in this pattern that you had?
Yes.
User joined your channel.
Hey Dyer, I think I know why the skeletons are coming up high on your entity thing.
I think I just saw somebody remove 1,000 of them.
Look at the screenshot.
Where is it, on TeamSpeak?
Yeah.
Alright guys, we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. I decided the other thing I want to keep here is soul sand, so I added another barrel. And now I want to do something like this. Check this out. If I do that, I can break that connection. That's cool. That works really well, actually. Oh, that's neat. That's really neat. Nice. Okay.
Is 12 better than what you were getting, Dave?
Is 12 what?
TPS.
I am currently seeing 14.
But is that better than what you were getting?
No. Not really.
Okay. Then
So what
it's
is
not
this
the assembly
inside?
table.
Dude, that wrenching of item ducts thing is awesome.
Damn, I told you that first day.
I know, I'm sure he did. Tema says a lot of words, and then I forget some of them.
He's not the only one.
Yeah. Alright, so that's getting us soul sand and clay. That's what I decided I wanted that thing to get us. And I'm going to set up a trash can eventually. But how are things going over here? Do you need more Enderium?
All the Enderium, I think, is on your inventory.
Yes, I have it. It's right there. I just threw it at you.
Oh.
I made about a half a stack.
Okay.
So we've got pulverizers. You're round robining them. And then we've got furnaces, and you're round robining them.
I don't think I've configured all of them yet.
And you know you've drained the hardened energy cell.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't have much in it.
Okay.
I was testing with iron to see if I had to configure these or not. Apparently I
Okay.
do.
So
That's
our
all.
quarries run quite a bit.
Nice.
I'm actually going to have it run another 15 times. It'll probably heavily impact our resonant energy cell, but that's okay. I should probably throw a few more biofuel generators over here just because. I'll come back in a minute, guys, after I craft. Alright, here goes a test. I actually shouldn't need any more ducts for this. Should be able to just do that, and nice. Then that, and that's getting pulled out, and that. Sweet. Alright, so that should be producing more RF now. Awesome. So that would be 6 times 160. So we might actually be getting close to that hardened fluid duct, or hardened flux duct limit. Aren't we? Because that's, yeah, that's 960, isn't it? Yeah, something like that, close. Let's look at what we need to do to get redstone energy flux duct. I'm guessing it's similar to what it used to be. Yeah, 2 redstone per. So let's make 6. I really only need 3 over there, so that should be fine. So we'll come over here and do this. And redstone energy conduit, flux duct. Oh, there's 250 millibits of redstone resonant ender in there? That's weird. If I break and replace... Hopefully he doesn't retain his inventory. Nice. There we go. Item duct. No, not item ducts. Stop that. I want redstone. There we go. I don't know why that's there anyway, but there we go. Sweet. Fancy. Now we're really cruising. So now we should be using all of our energy here without problem. Okay. There we go. Soaryn, how you doing?
Good. T-Love placed this down and asked me if I knew what this did, and I do.
It's a
Right
transvector
now I have it
interface.
set up. Yeah, if I put just torches in this chest, they'll put them in the other chest. But I want to know, can a storage bus look at that and see how much is in that chest? That's one test.
Probably. Alright guys, we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we are back, and Soaryn, your hardened energy cell, I've almost finished charging for you.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, I thought you'd appreciate that.
I would indeed.
What are you up to?
I was just seeing what I could do with this little thing that T-Love gave me.
Oh, the transvector?
Yeah, and
It's nice,
I think
isn't it?
I have... It is. Let me try something.
I like that block because it was inspired by me.
Oh.
All right, I call that full enough. Okay, so this should be charging up all your pulverizers and redstone furnaces. Are you ready to test this crazy machine, or are you planning to use the transvector interface for something?
I'll use the transvector elsewhere.
Okay.
So
So
put ores on this left side. And
so
then
let me
we'll
just
manually
understand
set up.
exactly how this works. So you are going to put ores in here, and they will, what, warp duct into the pulverizers?
Warp ducts into the pulverizers. The
Okay.
pulverizers we pulled out from with the retriever and go into the interface.
Okay.
Manually, we have to do this, but we'll set up so it automatically does it with AE.
Okay.
AE will fill this chest with whatever needs to be furnaced, so dusts mostly.
Okay. So, for example, if I come over here and I grab the iron ore, now the question is, Soaryn, when you've got this reinforced servo to pull them out one item at a time, you realize that, right?
Oh, yeah, I was testing. Let me set it back up to 64.
Well, if you do
624 is not a number.
if you do 64, is it going to round robin the stacks?
It would. Okay, so we probably want to do 4 at a time or so.
I'm thinking that's probably right.
4 or 8, yeah.
And because it's a reinforced servo, that has like a pretty good extraction rate. I think it's like half a second,
Yeah.
right?
The next best one, there's 2 after that, but I'd probably just go to resonance since we have all the Enderium.
Yeah, why don't you do a well, it actually doesn't if we have the signalum, go with that for the servo.
Oh, we did, okay.
Yeah, make a signalum servo for that. Because the only difference between the signalum and the Enderium, it gives it a speed boost as it's traveling through the pipes, but all those pipes are going to be warp item ducts. So who cares?
So it's going to be instant times
Yeah.
3.
Right. An instant times 2 and instant times 3 is probably the same. So
Got it. Okay, so let's see. Wrench.
yeah. So that'll pull an item every half a second instead of every 1 second, which is what reinforce does. Cool. So you're going to configure that to what? 4 or something?
4, yeah. The GUI's kind of playing games with me.
Probably the tick rate lag. Or because I keep opening it too.
No, it's going up and down, fluctuating between whatever I hit and what it was, back and forth no matter what.
It might be because I was
Tick rate.
opening the GUI.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you ready to throw a stack of iron in there and see what happens?
Do it.
Done! You put it on round
okay,
robin,
well,
right?
Tally ho, yep.
Okay, cool.
Look at that blink on 2 different directions.
That is cool. Look at it go. It's round robining it. That's cool. Oh, you realize there's like cobble in here or something, and you didn't hook up these two, I guess, pulverizers back here? You missed a pipe?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's because the Enderium was in your inventory. That's why I forgot about
Oh, Soaryn. This guy's, by the way, just in case you were wondering, is why I usually do the technical builds.
it. You lie.
Because Soaryn.
Though in all honesty, after you said that, I instantly typed in conduit for this. Whoopsie. Apparently, Waffle needs help with AE on something.
Aha. Alright, so these guys are all pretty much done running, I think, for the most part. I'm just going to pull out a couple of the last items here. Alright, you ready to do that again?
Do it.
Here goes a stack of tin ore. That's cool. That's pretty well evenly distributed.
Mm-hmm. That's point round robin.
It's not super perfectly evenly distributed, but I think it's because you've got cobble being processed in this one pulverizer.
Yeah.
And then this thing is pulling the dusts, right? So this is retrieving the dusts.
Yeah, we'll get all the dust and gravel or sand, whatever.
I'm not seeing the dust travel through the pipes though.
No, I noticed that. It's weird. I think it might be because it's on opaque, or it might be the fluctuating item ducts don't quite display properly.
Yeah, one of those.
Because I've noticed that with the transvector, it didn't do it either.
Maybe it's because it's starting as opaque and it's.
On the transvector, I had it strictly apparent.
Yeah.
I didn't show either.
Interesting. So maybe it's the fluctuating item ducts just don't render the items going through them.
That's my guess. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So then what? We put the dust, for example, in to this chest. And what kind of... You've got signalum in there, and you did 4. And we want to do round robin, right?
Yeah. Okay, part of that is someone else opening the GUI, and the other part is it does have a few problems with it.
Okay.
So, it's weird. The updating doesn't quite handle if it's lagging.
Okay, ready?
Tally-ho!
Going.
Look at that.
Nice. That's cool. I like it, Soaryn. Well done. And then this same exact interface should be... You know, it's pulling too fast. It's almost like the fluctuating item ducts are acting like warp ducts. Because stuff's getting here too quickly. I'm going to see how if iron dust shows up in the next second or two, like as soon as it starts. Yeah, see, pulverized iron's already showing up here. Like, that's way too fast. I think fluctuating item ducts are acting like warp ducts in terms of speed. Why'd you break it?
For the moment!
Blame Soaryn.
Wait, there's no AE, so we'd be limited to 9 slots, so...
Yeah. Alright, so that works pretty well. I'm going to take all of our ores and tell them to process. Can you throw iron gravel ore into a pulverizer?
I should be able to. And actually, here, well,
we'll find out.
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, right now we're not filtering anything, so it'll go into it.
Alright, pulverizer's running.
The only loss in efficiency with the round robin is if we have, say all of them are full, and then the last one you extract is 2. You're missing out 2 cycles, but I mean,
it's minor.
It'll fill it up. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very small.
I like it. And warp ducts are cool. Like, I'm even more impressed that they actually pulse the actual line that's, like, the items traveling through, and not the whole. Like, that's even cooler to me.
See,
Very cool.
This wasn't a bad build.
Yeah, it's a Soaryn build.
Soaryn build. It needs to be bigger and better, obviously.
Clearly.
And if you ever want to add more, you just put down a flux duct, and then you just expand out.
It is very expandable, I'll give you that.
That's the only builds I like built. Like, this build that you have here works really fast, really well, but you're pretty limited on what you can put down.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was like a stage 1 build, right?
Designed to be expandable, but that's... It still works really efficiently.
Well, yeah. Well, it was... We didn't have any resources yet, remember. We have infinite resources because I was busy building something else.
What are you talking about?
You remember that frame quarry that we have? Yeah, I was busy working on that. I wasn't working on the ore processing.
I've seen no such thing.
It is kind of hard to see.
It is.
Because it's the most compact frame quarry ever.
I think you could go smaller.
Only maybe very small, slightly smaller, maybe.
Chat, you have a challenge. You can make smaller.
Yep. So, by the way, Soaryn, you're going to want to get energy over here at some point.
Yeah, it's next step.
We're kind of getting low on juice. Here, if you want, give me that, and I'll go plug it in.
Okay.
Alright guys, we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, so I think what I'll do here is wrap up the episode. You know what I'm going to do, Soaryn, is I'm going to steal the resonant energy cell that I have here and just temporarily plug this in over there while the hardened fills up.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so now we should be getting power back in our pulverizer. There we go. Yeah, the power line's going back up, so that's cool. For now, Daryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. I think we've got... What are we going to do next time, Soaryn? Get the AE system going more?
Yeah, I think so. We can get the AE set up for processing and move out from there.
Sounds like a plan. All right, guys, take it easy.